Everybody, Chad Hasty here, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which you can hear on News Talk 790 KFYO in Lubbock. You can listen online, KFYO.com. I'm on the air 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time here in Lubbock, Texas. A lot to get into on the program, including the results from the Nevada caucus. We will also talk about the latest in the GOP primary for the Republicans. Coming up very soon, the SEC primary, Super Tuesday, the Texas primary. For those of you in Texas, that's what we really care about. But also we'll be taking a look at some of the other states out there. Here in Texas, Ted Cruz poised to win his home state. According to the latest Texas Tribune University of Texas poll, Ted Cruz gets about 37% of the support among Republican voters. Donald Trump with 29%, Marco Rubio at 15%. What does that mean? Well, it means for Ted Cruz that he has a little bit of a cushion here in the state of Texas, but if his momentum starts to slow, if Donald Trump picks up momentum or Marco Rubio picks up momentum, Ted Cruz could be in a little bit of trouble out here in Texas. I'm not ready to say that Texas is an absolute win yet for Ted Cruz. I think he's got to work just a little bit harder to make sure that Texas is a definite win for him. Look, there are still a few days left in early voting. A lot of people still making decisions. And I personally think a lot of people who have stayed home so that way they can see exactly how this race and other races in their local areas shake out. I think there are a lot of people who are waiting to vote, a lot of people who will rush to the polls on Super Tuesday. So there are still a lot of impressions to be made. There are still a lot of votes to be cast. And I think for Marco Rubio, if he can hold a couple of events here in Texas, if Donald Trump can hold a couple of events here in Texas, those two could pick up a little bit of momentum in this state. I'm not saying that Marco Rubio can finish first in the state, but he could challenge, possibly make a late run for a good third-place showing or even a second-place battle with Donald Trump. It's always possible. Who knows? With Ted Cruz, you got to get out there a little bit more. I know the Ted Cruz camp, they're starting to schedule their Texas events. That's a good thing. They know that Texas is not a for sure deal. In fact, in an interview with, I believe it was Hugh Hewitt, Ted Cruz said that he thinks he'll do well in Texas. That's not a strong guarantee that he'll win Texas. It's just we'll do well in Texas. Look, Ted Cruz knows that he has to win the state of Texas. You have to win your home state. Otherwise, you basically have to drop out of the election. You have to win your home state. If you're Ted Cruz, you're looking for a big win on a night that I personally think Donald Trump will dominate in the SEC primary on Super Tuesday. I think he will dominate most of the other states. If you're Ted Cruz, you need a little bit of momentum, and winning Texas can give you a lot of votes, and that's very important in this crowded field, this still crowded field for the Republicans. Thursday night debate, that's going to be very important, I think, for Ted Cruz and for Rubio and for Donald Trump as well. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 on KFYO and online at KFYO.com. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio, and oh yes, don't forget to subscribe to the KFYO YouTube page right below. Have a great day. We'll talk to you on the radio.